Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the DB Dailies Vlogs. We're down here at the stunning Talbot Lakes and Gardens and Nature Walk and all the rest of it. We're down here, great venue, be sure to come down and visit. So now we get to see the doppelganger standing here beside me. So me and Ian are down here, everyone's gone home from one of our fueled events and we're going to actually talk about my own car for a change.
I love you.
Guys, so you've heard me talk about it enough and I decided that I'm going to do a quick walk around. I told Ian that it was my project car and he didn't really believe me, but I'm still going to say it's my project car. So this is my Mark 1 mx5. Some people call them Mazda mx5, some people call them eunos roadsters, some people call them miatas. So in America they're renowned as being miatas. In England and Europe they're mx5s, but this one is a Japanese import, so this is technically a eunos roadster. So what I'm going to do is it is my project, okay? There's a lot more to be done to the car, but we're going to do a quick run around the car and have a look at what we've got so far. So before anyone judges about paintwork, all the paintwork on the car is 28 odd years old. So anyone who thinks they're giving out about new paint, this is the original paint that came out from factory. It's a Starlight Mica Blue is the colour. It's really nice. It has like kind of a metallic in it and stuff. And it comes up in different pictures and different lights with different flecks and stuff in it. So I'll put up some pictures around me here. As far as the MX-5s go, okay, so we've done some modifications to it. So we'll start off with the lights, I suppose, at the front. So we're running a set of Jeep Wrangler, 2013 Jeep Wrangler headlights. It's just a 7-inch round headlight. But the joys of this is the halos are a daytime running light, but they also work as an indicator as well, which is a huge problem with the NCT. They give out about lights and stuff. On the front then we're running a set of Moss Europe TSIs. So it's basically just turn signal indicators. So you have the turn signal here and it's just to let air into the engine bay. We're running a Rocket Bunny front lip on the front of it as well, and then just some generic spotlights on the front. As far as you're coming then around the car, if you keep following me around, we're running a set of staggered JR19 wheels on there. Lovely wheel. They're it's actually a copy of a Watanabe wheel, we could call it, but just something I think that sets them off. We're running a set of drilled and groove disc brakes. We have a set of side skirts. We have a set of corner flares, kind of extended corner flares to flick out. And then we're running a set of custom wide arch kit on it as well. So I was quite lucky, the wheels are staggered as well. So we're running an 8J wheel on the front ET0 and we're running a 10J minus 13 or minus 15 I think on the rear, so it's quite big. It's making room for another kit that I'm looking at getting down the line. We'll talk about it in a minute. So on the back then we're running a duckbill spoiler on the boot and we're running another spoiler up on the roof. Quite lucky to get a hard top. They can be quite expensive, especially in America. So if I get Ian to come back around this way, to come back to me here.
Can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Alright, so bringing you, it's new on the shop here. We're going to go for Dahi. This is like the DB roast, so we're going roasting Doc about his MX5 and his project car.
It's not going to go well.
So Doc gives me shit all the time about my project car, right? And he calls this project car, but he's been working on it for like the last 2 years, if not more.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go through the car now properly, okay?
Oh,
so
shit.
Dahi's just gone through it, and we're doing like a little interruption in the middle of this now, and we're going to go through this properly. So the first thing Doc's going to do is go and pop the bonnet, right? Go pop the bonnet.
Pop the hood? Pop the hood.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it to him. His paint is not bad, but the man, when he's polishing it, might as well be using a concrete block because he scratches his paint every time he tries to use compound. But it looks great in photographs, so it's not too bad.
It does look good in photographs.
The next thing that we're going to roast Dahi about is that the whole DB Dailies crew, from day one that he got this, has been giving this man shit that we have something missing in here. And I think everyone will agree, a spoolie boy. Why is there no spoolie boy right here?
Sorry, two spoolie boys.
Two?
One big spoolie boy.
Yeah, okay, so we've tagged this man in more turbo conversions. No one, like every turbo conversion that comes on, Facebook Marketplace, Done Deal, anywhere we see it online, this man gets tagged in it. And he refuses to put a turbo on it. Yeah. In the comments below, we're going to comment on who wants Dahi to turbo his MX5. This man rebuilt his entire engine. No, he calls it a project, but he never said anything about it. This man rebuilt his entire engine.
Sure did.
What, a year ago?
A year ago,
A year ago, to put a turbo on it. I don't see no turbo, right?
No turbos.
Second of all, he drives around on his JRs on a like, oh yeah, look at my wheels, yeah, oh, they're all great. And oh, look, the Japanese racing. In front of the camera now,
Yeah.
what wheels did you have on that car to pass the NCT?
I had a set of works equips.
No.
was it? What
No,
was
you
it?
had a set of Ronald turbos.
Oh, that's what I did.
Yeah, a set of Ronald turbos,
Yeah.
renowned for being a
A bag.
Volkswagen wheel. Yeah, just going to say,
But you see, they cover up wheel spacers that fail the NCT.
yeah, well, like, don't worry about that.
And they don't have stretch tires.
So it's the VAG boys are pulling this job scrap out of the fucking out of the pond, right?
Yeah.
So then, as well as that, we told Dahi from day one when he was doing his arches to cut the original arches.
Yeah.
Refused to do it. And what's he having to go back and do now?
Cut the arches.
Cut the what?
Yeah.
Say that again.
So the new I left the old arches on because I didn't know if I'd like wide body, but wide body is life. So now I'm getting a bigger wide body and we're going to have to cut the arches.
So the DB Daily Roast continues.
This is not going well for me.
This is not going well. So everyone says like, oh yeah, being on your phone is bad for you when you're driving and all. And you're not meant to be on your phone. Don't be texting while driving on. What does the man do? Basically installs a home cinema system into the front of his car so that he can watch movies and Netflix as he's driving around the place.
You get bored of car shows when you've seen all the cars.
Yeah, but you're not meant to be watching Netflix when you're driving the car.
No, not when you're driving, no.
As well as that, like, he made me sit on the far side of the car, so like, oh, look at my 3D printed wheels that I got in the vents.
Someone has one of them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, someone has one belonging to me. I'm not going to name it. Someone has one. I'm not going to name and shame them. But they have one belonging to me.
Okay, and
I
then
need to get it.
and what I said to him was, you don't need the last one, because when you turbo the car, you're going to put an air to fuel ratio gauge in there, and a 52mm gauge would look absolutely amazing in there. So that's the end of the roast, right? We're after giving Dahi a bit of shit.
Shit.
So the next thing we have to do is that in the comments below, we have to get everyone behind us on this one, and we need to just put underneath hashtag turbo de miata or hashtag turbo Dahi, and just put it underneath it in the comment section, and then Dahi's going to have to turbo his car. He's rebuilt the engine, it's good to go.
Yeah,
This
brand
man
new.
just needs
It's got 500 miles on it from brand new.
from brand new. This man basically just needs to buy a snail and put it in underneath that on it. All right?
Hold on, input.
So hit it up in the comments below. Dahi the turbo the Miata and get this shit finished. Because it's right on the, I'm sure everyone agree, it looks amazing.
That looks good.
But this man just needs to get this thing finished.
Yep.
All right. End transmission.
So on the back of the car then, you can see it has the eunos roadster signs on it, but we're running a set of halo lights for the parking lights. So usually the parking lights are laid in here along with the brake lights, but you can get little halo kits that you can wire in quite handy in there. On the bottom here, the diffuser, I get a lot of questions about it. So the diffuser is off a 197 Renault Williams Clio, or Renault Clio Williams. Running on the back of it, so it kind of fits on, takes a lot of work. I will give a big shout out to Anthony Murphy, who done all the spraying on the car for me, and he made this fit for me as well, to be fair. As far as the exhaust goes then, we're running twin cobalt exhaust system, so we're running cobalt pipes up the middle, we're running twin cobalt box on the back, and we'll show you the engine bay now as well. So the engine bay, we're running a set of a HKS header. So it's a 4-2-1 header that allows better flow basically to come out of the engine bit. So if you look underneath here then, so some of the renowned problems that came with the MX5, so we've got the 4-2-1 exhaust wrapped in heat tape with the titanium wrap to get the heat out of the engine bay. And slam panel, which helps you with cooling. Do excuse the mess of the place now because I haven't got it cleaned up. Radiators are renowned for giving trouble in the MX5s. They come from factory as black, and then when they start turning a green kind of brown colour, the plastic due to thermocycling gets very brittle and then breaks. So we're running an aluminium radiator. A lot of the parts then you can get from the likes of Moss Miata. You can get the scuttle panel, as people can see here then as well. We've after getting rid of the washer bottle. So the washer bottle is usually located in the corner here. We got rid of that, and we've after putting it up into the scuttle panel. You can get them from the likes of Dave Fab, and you can get them from different companies. A Suzuki Cappuccino one fits in there really nice. Same then, Circuit Motorsports over in the US has the expansion tank. Moss Miata in England then I think it was well has an oil filter relocation here. The oil filters are renowned for being absolutely horrendous to get to on these, so I had to do something about that. The air filter is usually located right on top of the exhaust manifold here as well, so I decided to try and throw it up into the corner to try and get rid of some of that heat. Look, the engine was designed for a Mazda 323 turbo, which never actually got made. So the stock internals on a 1.8 engine can take about 250 brake without needing any forging or anything like that. So quite lucky in that regard that we can put a turbo or supercharger on it, no problem. So I'm running the 1.8 engine. I've got the engine fully rebuilt, new rods, new pistons, new bearings, new everything basically. So the whole inside the interior, or the whole engine has been redone, thank God, to keep it running for another 30 odd years hopefully. On the inside then, I've after getting the interior restitched, so we've gone for this hexagon print here. You would have seen it in the likes of Aaron Phillips's B5 Passat at some of the shows, and it originally came from, I think it was like the RS6 I think it was, and I just really liked the pattern, so I decided to change it up. So I'm quite lucky in regards to the inside of the car, so the seats got retrimmed, but with this being a eunos roadster, and it's an M edition we could call it, so it come with a lot of extras. So this car, if I come around here to you, this car it has the speakers in the headrest, it came with air conditioning, it came with electric windows, it came with all the mod cons, came with the Nardi steering wheel from factory. I am missing the Nardi gear knob, which is a bit upsetting, but hey look, it's not too bad. We decided to upgrade mirrors, and then we got sunglasses holder here, which MX5 guys would know is kind of hard to come by. One of the big things I would say is I went to Matty from 6 Element and got all my carbon fibre parts done here in the interior. Matty's an absolute genius. I definitely highly recommend him for anyone that's looking to get any carbon fibre parts done. He's next level. Same then, we've got replica of the wheels in the vents here as well. And I got a good friend of mine who wants to be known as the Ghost of Kiev because he never wants to do another one again. He made a Raspberry Pi to sit in the dash. So as you can see, we've got our DB Dailies logo then, will come up on the screen momentarily. So Matty actually made this whole surround so that it would fit. So this is a 7-inch screen connected to a Raspberry Pi. And Matty actually made the surround to fit it so that it would work all together. And then once it comes on, you'll be able to see then that you have a dashboard. You can go on YouTube, you can go on Google, you can go on whatever you like. But the big one for me, I suppose, is that when you plug your phone into it, you have full Android Auto. So I've after hooking it up that you can run your Google Maps, you run your Spotify, and then it runs through all the speakers in the car as well. One big shout I'd like to give as well is to MRC Roll Cages, who done the roll cage in the back here. Absolutely fantastic. Bolt-in cages. You build your cage and tell them exactly what you want, and they will build it to your specifications then after that. So I'm going to get back out of the car again. In and out. These are not the easiest things to get in and out of. Very small car. The only thing is your feet are kind of out in front of you when you sit in the car, so it makes a lot of sense. It's a lot easier for bigger guys. Running roadster mats, roadster side steps, I was quite lucky, they all came from factory. So why do I say it's a project car? The reason I say it's a project car is I have a very big kit that's coming for this. So it was made by Mazda 30 odd years ago because they designed this car they designed a car, an MX5. I'll have pictures of it up here somewhere. It was in a catalogue. So they designed a Gymkhana MX5, but obviously the MX5 wasn't able to hold the wheels within its wheel arches. They wanted bigger wheels for more grip and power. So they designed quite a large kit that comes up over the front and over the back. And I've been lucky enough to find one in Japan. It was an N2 kit is what it was called. So I found one in Japan, got it imported, and I'm going to be fitting the kit, and the whole car is going to get a full respray. The same again, we're going to go and we're going to get a boot build done in the boot as well, and we're also Want to tidy up the engine bay another little bit and possibly turbo ... supercharge the car. They run ITBs quite nice too, but we'll see how it goes. So anyone who has any questions, be sure to get in contact with me. Ask me questions about the car, ask me about where it's going, what I'm going to do with it, how did I do this, how did I do that, where did I get parts. That's what this process is all about. It's all about learning and talking to one another and giving each other information. Absolutely no problem. So I'd like to say, from me, anyway, myself, because I'm doing it on my own today, and Ian's behind the camera, I'd like to say thanks very much for watching. I would say like, share, comment and subscribe. Be sure to hit me up on my Instagram tag, which is Dunners_DB Dailies. Be sure to head over to DB Dailies, our own social media accounts. We are on Instagram and Facebook, and we're on www.dbdailies.com, where we have a full shop full of merchandise. We've got hats, scarves, lanyards, snoods, hoodies, t-shirts. We've got stickers, sun strips, you name it, we've got it. Head over there, and always remember that all proceeds that we make from any of our events or any of our stall or goodies that you buy from us goes towards local businesses and charities, i.e. the Bumbulance. Last one, thank you very much to Johnny down here at Talbot Lakes Nature Walk for letting us use the venue once more. And guys, I'll see you in the next one.